Hey guys, David here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a webinar that was put together by one of our top earners, Maurice Katz. If you own a business or you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, or just for the sake of pure knowledge, this is a video that you do not want to miss. Now in the meantime, like and subscribe, and click the link in the description below to get instant access to some incredible bonuses you won't find anywhere else. Thanks for watching.
Okay, we're good to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and share some phenomenal insights, and you're going to hear some really cool stuff. And what I want you to do is make sure that if you've gotten tremendous value out of this webinar, out of this Google Hangout, that you go ahead and you share what you got out of it, right? And I want you to go to the Facebook groups, that if you're in any Facebook groups that we're involved in together, or on my wall, right, on my Facebook wall, just give me some love, shout out, saying, look, this is actually something that transformed the way I thought. This is valuable information, because what I'm going to share with you basically is information that people would spend tons of money for, thousands of dollars. But not only that, what's important for you to know is that what I'm going to share with you is based not on theory, it's based on experience. I've literally sold tens of millions of dollars in products and services over the time that I've been an entrepreneur. And so what's important for you to know is that what I'm going to share with you is nothing to do with selling ice to an Eskimo. Have you ever heard that saying that, oh man, this guy is so amazing at selling things that he could sell ice to an Eskimo? I don't believe in selling ice to an Eskimo. You know why? Because that's manipulation. To me, that is selling something to someone that they don't need it. Forget that. That's crap. That's garbage. I don't like it. What I'm going to share with you is how to offer an Eskimo hot chocolate, hot coffee, hot tea when everyone else is also offering it, and why that Eskimo is going to buy it through you. Why is he going to get it through you? That's what we're doing here. We're going to teach you how to find a need in the marketplace, and then exactly how to present it so that you can make a ton of money with it, and what to say, what not to say. Literally, how to position yourself as an expert in the marketplace and what you need to do to make that all happen. So hold on one second while I adjust this back here. I'm just busy trying to get this all situated here. There we go. Okay, so what we need to know, what I want you to know over the next few minutes, by the end of this webinar, by the end of this Google Hangout, you're going to learn something you're going to have a breakthrough. You're literally going to have a breakthrough, because there's something that I'm going to share in my story over the last 10 years of being an entrepreneur that's going to transform your business. It's going to transform the way you do business and how you present yourself in business, and why people are going to be attracted to you, and you're going to attract people into your life because they're going to want to go ahead and purchase or buy or partner with you or build a business with you, or perhaps do a joint venture with you on some level in your life one day, because of the information that I'm going to share. And again, I'm sharing stuff not based on theoreticals. I'm sharing things based on my own personal life experience. So when I was in high school at 19 years old, I determined that I was not going to work for somebody else at 19, right? Now, let me tell you something. This information that I'm going to share with you, for some people, it's not going to work. And you're like, what? Yeah, I'm just telling you, for some people, it's not going to work, and this is why. One, they might have a closed mind. Secondly, they might have the mindset of an employee, and they don't have the mindset to say, you know what, I can break out of this shell. You've got to want it. If you don't want it, and you don't believe it, and you don't perceive it as something valuable in your life, guess what? It's not going to do anything for you. It's not going to change your life. So there is a group of people out in the marketplace. You know what? They'll never get what I'm sharing with you. They just won't. But if you're on this Google Hangout, on this webinar, let me tell you, you're going to get it, because you have made the choice and decided to be here, spend the time here. And again, what I'm going to share with you is information that's literally, it's helped me not only sell tens of millions of dollars in products and services, but in the company that I'm involved in right now, I'm the #1 producer, #1 income earner, top of the charts, have literally over 7,000 people on my team, and I've helped so many people on the team make thousands of dollars, and it didn't happen overnight. When somebody says, oh man, your success, Maurice, this is awesome, I can see how much success you have, you know what, this was a journey. And you know what, you got to enjoy the journey. So let me share with you my journey, and then throughout my journey, I'm going to share some really hot nuggets that's going to be like, wow, eye-openers for you that you're going to be able to jot down. So make sure you get a pen, paper, you write notes. There will be a replay, and you can go ahead and watch the replay when we go ahead and post this. So I was in high school, and I decided that I was not going to work for somebody else. I said, that is it. I'm at the point in my life that I want to be in my own business. So I told my guidance counselor teacher, and the reason why I'm telling you this is because I want you to know college is amazing. I think a lot of people should go to college. I think if they don't go to college, they're not going to have the life that they always wanted. But for me, I'm an entrepreneur. I felt that going to college was like, look, you're just going to get a degree so that you can get a good job, so that you can impress your new employer and so they can hire you. And I wasn't down for that. And I wasn't even down to take the SAT test. I didn't even want to literally, I remember my guidance counselor said, Maurice, you got the opportunity to graduate early. And you know what? You should, during the next 6 months, take an SAT class. I said, you're going to tell me to spend the next 6 months learning how to take a test. How about this? I'm not even going to take the test. They're like, what? Oh, my gosh, you're not going to take the test? I said, no, because I'm not that good at academics. I'm a good learner, but I'm not good at schoolwork. I just wasn't. I was a B student, a C student. And I said, you know what? I don't want to view myself as, and rate myself against all my other classmates and say, oh, you know what, I didn't score close to them. Forget it. It's just a test that tells you how good you are to go ahead and, position yourself in college. And I said, so you know what? I said, I didn't take my SAT test. I didn't go to college. And right out of the gate, I opened up my own business. And what business did I open up? I opened up the business, a mural painting company. Now, why am I telling you my story? Because this is important. There's critical information that's going to teach you on how I developed my pitch. And what is a pitch? Because this is what this webinar is about. It's about literally how to market to people or how to share something with somebody, whether it's a product or a business, and to compel them to partner with you or to buy your product. And the way you pitch it, the way you share it, is going to determine whether they're going to partner with you or not. So I'm going to teach you along this Google Hangout, this webinar, exactly different techniques, different elements to make you become successful. Because it's not by chance that everything that I've done over the last, I would say, 5 years has been tremendously successful. It's not by chance. It's by design, because there's certain things that I've done. And my goal for you is to offer so much value that you can start implementing these things starting tonight. And so, again, if you love what you hear, make sure you comment in the Facebook groups that we're in, comment on my wall, and just share what you've learned so that people know that what we do here is something different. We care about people. We offer tremendous value for free. And so that's what's important. So here I am. I'm a mural artist, and I start painting murals every single day. Imagine waking up every day doing what you love. So that's what I was doing. But I never was good at marketing. I was never good at speaking to somebody. I was never good at sharing my product or pitching my product. All I was good at, it was just, I got clients, and I spent all day on a wall painting these beautiful murals. And if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see all these murals that I painted. So people are like, Maurice, why would you give that up? That's such a God-given talent. I mean, this is crazy. Okay, this is why. Even though I woke up every single day enjoying everything that I did by the fact that I was painting murals every day, it was still, a job to me in the sense of if I didn't work, I didn't make money, I didn't eat. I still had bills to pay. And at the same time, the economy in 2007 hit so rock bottom that no one was going to buy a mural, which is a painting, in their house or in their business if their house is going through foreclosure. So at that point, I decided, Maurice, you better reinvent yourself, because if you don't, you're going to have to either go get a job or something. And I wasn't about to go get a job. So what I did, I decided to learn about being an internet marketer, or actually being in networking, and how to literally sell and market myself and build a business. Now, why am I telling you this? Because at the time, I had no hope. I was miserable. I had no way. I didn't even know how to speak to somebody. I spent so much time in front of walls that when I decided to start building a business of my own, where I would have to start speaking to people and sharing a business opportunity, man, I fumbled over all my words. I remember my mentor, Mike Storms, up in Tampa, he would say, Maurice, listen, you got to say this, and this. I'm like, yeah, but what happens if they say this? Then what do I say? And if they say this, then what do I say? And so all this time I'm freaking out. I'm on the call, and you can relate to what I'm sharing with you, because there are times when you're sharing a business opportunity, or you're sharing a product, you're trying to sell something or market something, or just share something with people that you know, or even people that you don't know. You're scared and afraid that you're going to get stuck, and you're not going to know what to say if they ask you a question or they give you an objection. You're not going to know what to say, and so you're nervous, and you get so paralyzed that you end up not ever building a business or not ever selling anything or marketing at anything, because you're so scared that you're going to mess up that you never take a leap of faith and actually go through the motions and fail and learn from your failures. So my goal is to cut your failures way down and for you to learn and change your learning curve, okay? So this is what happened for me. So I got involved in a business in 2009. And it was a company that had to do a cell phone service. Now, why am I telling you this? Because I want you to know this was the beginning of my stardom, where I became an entrepreneur, where I learned how to speak effectively and communicate effectively in a dynamic way, where I could compel people to want to partner with me in whatever I did. Now, it wasn't me manipulating them. It wasn't me selling them a bill of goods. It wasn't me trying to sell them something that they didn't need. No, we don't do that. That's not what it's all about. I'm not going to teach you how to convince somebody, manipulate them, program them, and sell them on something they don't need, because that's just wrong. I'm going to share with you how to stand out, and when everyone's sharing with them the same business or the same product and pitching them, that they're going to buy it from you, and that you're going to make the sale. You're going to make the money. That's what I'm going to share with you. And there's key elements that you're going to learn why and how, and you're going to discover what that is. So here I got involved in this business. Horrible. I couldn't even stand in front of a crowd. I couldn't even talk on the phone. I was always nervous. I felt there were times where I'd talk to someone on the phone, and all of a sudden they just hang up on me, and you feel that rejection, and you go through, oh my gosh, this is so uncomfortable. Well, over time, I developed the skill set of exactly knowing what to say. And so let me share with you a few things that you need to know and you need to get under your belt when you're building a business, or when you're going ahead and sharing a business or presenting something. This is what you need to do. You need to be confident in who you are. The biggest problem is that the person on the other end can smell it. It's like blood in the water, right? The sharks, when you're in the water and there's sharks, right, and there's blood, the sharks can smell it. Just like a dog, right? If you have fear, the dog can smell the fear that you have. And so what happens is what you need to do is you need to develop the ability for you to be confident in who you are. You don't care what people think. You don't care if they purchase it buy the product from you, or partner with you in your business. You do not care. You're confident in your identity of who you are. That's very important. That's number one, okay? That is number one, because if you're confident and you position yourself, because what you're doing is, when you're confident, not prideful, not arrogant, not an idiot, right? Because people can smell that too. I don't like prideful. I don't like people that are prideful. I don't like people that are arrogant. There's power in humility. So first of all, you need to be confident in who you are and what you're able to do. And if you're not that good yet, then you need to build that up. And I'm going to share with you exactly what to say, what not to say, okay? So first of all, you need to be confident in who you are. Second of all, you need to believe and be confident in whatever product or business that you're offering in the marketplace. If you're not going to be able to market it. It's just the way it is. Even though I'm very good at what I do, I will not market something or tell somebody to purchase something, and I will not tell somebody to be a part of the business unless I believe in what I'm sharing with them. If I do not believe it, I don't have the conviction for it, first of all, I'm not going to do it. But even if I did, they could smell it, and they could sense that, oh man, this guy really doesn't believe in what he's sharing here. And you've seen that, and you've experienced it. That's why when I started off that business back in 2010, and I started public speaking, right? And I started doing presentations, from literally speaking to like 20 people, and I would say starting off with 3 or 4 people in my house, to getting to the point with 90 days to 120 days later, speaking on a stage inside of a hotel event, in a hotel room with 200 people every week on a weekly basis. I would have people come up to me and say, Maurice, you're an amazing speaker. And I'm like, really? They're like, man, how many years have you been speaking publicly like this? I said, maybe like 4 or 5 months. What are you talking about? They're like, wow. I said, okay, so what was it that I did during those presentations that got the whole entire room to get started with me and to join the team, right? And to partner with us in business? What was it? This is what it was. One, I was confident in who I was. Now, you want to write these things down. One, I was confident in who I am. Secondly, I was confident in the product that I was marketing and talking about. 100%. I knew that this product would help people. I knew that if they got involved with us, it would change their life. So that's secondly. Thirdly, I was sincere, I was genuine, and I was authentic. I was sincere, I was genuine, and I was authentic. So it's not just what you say, but it's how you say it. It's how you deliver it. It's my body language. It's right now. What I'm doing with you right now. Am I being sincere, or do I sound like a sales guy? Do I sound like someone that's trying to pull the wool over your eyes? Do I sound like someone that is like a silver-tongued salesperson, right? No, I do not. Why? Because I believe what I'm sharing is powerful content, very important information that can help your business, help your life. So therefore, I come across as authentic, I come across as genuine, and I come across real. I do. And that's not because of, because I'm trying to do it. It's just because of I'm not being fake. I'm not going to come out and be fake. And that's the biggest problem, too, with marketers is they try to become fake. They try to be someone that they're not. It's like you desiring to be a celebrity. And you're saying, look, this is the celebrity that I like, and now I'm going to become a celebrity. No, you do not become a celebrity. Forget that. What you need to be is you need to be your own celebrity. Now, you can model. What I'm going to share with you is modeling, the power of modeling. I'm going to share with you how to model after somebody. Like you can model after what I'm sharing with you. What that means is you can apply the principles, the techniques, the strategies that I'm sharing with you, but do not be me. Do not become a Maurice. No, you need to become a you. You need to become a better you. You need to become a more of a valuable person in the marketplace where people are attracted to you for who you are. Okay? And you might say, well, Maurice, I don't have anything to offer. Yes, you do. Because there are so many people out there in the marketplace that feel that they don't have anything to offer. Just like that. So if you feel like you don't have anything to offer and you come out and you're like, you present yourself as somebody that's being authentic, other people say, wow, if that person can be genuine and real, and they look like they don't have anything to offer, but obviously they do because they're sharing some awesome information with me, then they can feel like they have something to offer, even though they believe that they don't. And it's all about a belief. It's about switching that belief, right, turning that right around. And so I went ahead and I built a business to 3,500 to close to 4,000 people, doing $10,000 to $12,000 a month. That was my first real success right out. And I literally left my mural painting business 100%. I left it and I closed shop. And at the time, I took my company public and everything. And but I closed shop and I said, you know what? This is it. This is my future. Public speaking, the ability for me to transfer and help people transform their life by giving them training and strategies and techniques to build their business and also build their life and have the lifestyle that they've always dreamed of. I felt more fulfilled than me sitting there in front of a wall painting a beautiful mural. Now, mind you, I'm going to get back to painting, but I'm going to do it for myself this time. But for now, what I'm doing is I'm imparting all my knowledge, and I'm imparting all the things that I've learned and the struggles that I've gone through, and even the successes that I've gone through over the last 10 years and decade, and I'm giving that to you. Okay, so that was one. So what did you learn right here? Well, in 2010, I learned how to become authentic, be the real me, okay? Be genuine and sincere, and be able to convey, right? This is what also is very important, is to be able to transfer your belief into that person. Transfer your conviction your excitement and your belief into that person? How do you transfer your conviction, your excitement, and your belief into that person? Well, this is what I'm going to share with you. Because I became so good at that, so many people joined me in whatever I did. So many people bought products and services because I was able to transfer my belief and my conviction to them, and they bought it. They owned it themselves. They believed that if they partnered with me, they believed that they got this product, that it would help them in their business, help them in their life. Again, I had belief and I had confidence in myself, and I had belief and I had confidence in the product or the service or the business that I was offering. So those are the principles that you need to, that's the foundational principles to creating a powerful pitch. That is the foundational principles. Okay? Next. After that business, I got into a place where I opened up my own video production company pretty much. And what happened was I started deciding, like, you know what? I see where the market is going. I know that video is going to become very big. Obviously, I've done public speaking a little bit, so maybe I could start doing some video. I wanted to start doing some powerful professional video production, things like that. And so what I decided to do was I wanted to go to business. I don't know why I was thinking this, but this is, I don't know, because what you're doing is you're creating yourself a job. So I wanted to go business to business and help them brand themselves and brand them and do their video, right? Go there and do their video production, film them, create their commercials for them, and that's what I was looking to do. But really, in my heart of hearts, what I really wanted to do was I wanted to become very good at video so I could brand myself and help people and teach people how to brand themselves, teach companies how to brand themselves so they can market themselves on the internet and be effectively at video. That's what my heart was. But at the time, I was actually helping companies do it for them, and I was doing it for them. So let me share with you a powerful story. All of a sudden, right, I create this product, and this product was going for $500. Now, I wanted to originally sell this product for, I would say, $9.99, right, $1,000. And what it was a video package that I was going to sell to businesses and to people that, had an online business, an offline business, whatever. And it was a branding package. So it was for $1,000. Now, I want you to hear how powerful this is, because what I'm going to share with you is some more principles based on this one story. I go ahead and I reach out to somebody I don't even know. The guy doesn't even know who I am. He's a multiple 6-7 figure earner. He's on Facebook, and I reach out to him. I'm like, hey, Joe, I've got a product. I know I've been following you for years, and the information that you share is powerful right online. And I want to work with you on a product launch. Will you be open to working with me? Now, just getting him to buy into wanting to work with me when I was a nobody, he didn't know who I really was. There were certain things that I said and pitched him, right, to want to decide to work with me. So I took that and I took it to the next level. He said, Maurice, I'm going to be doing an event in California. I want you to fly out. I'm going to get you a speaking spot at this event, and I want you to sell your product there. Because I really pitched him hard on the product, how powerful the product was, where the industry was going, how his people and people that he knew absolutely needed this product to take their business to the next level. So he believed what I said. I transferred my belief and my conviction to him where he bought into it. And so he's like, Maurice, come out to this event and I can get you a speaking spot on the stage where there's about 70 to 80 people in the room, where all weekend they're buying products and services. It's a sales seminar, and I can get you a speaking spot. So I'm like, all right, perfect. Now, mind you, understand this much. The only thing up until this point that I've ever done was my mural painting company, and where I built a business. It's about 3,000, 4,000 people on a team of loyal people that were following me. I was training them, teaching them how to build business from home, make a ton of money. I had a lot of people making money. And I moved on from that, and I decided to open up my production studio. But there was a lot of skills things that I didn't know, right? And so what I ended up doing is I ended up getting a speaking spot. Now, the day before, this is important for you to know, the day before this event, the day before I had my speaking spot, I was there for 2 days. I spoke to the guy that was running the event. This is what he told me. I want you to hear this clearly. He told me, Maurice, I love your product. I love what you're sharing. But the crowd that I have there, the people that are at this event, I personally don't think that this is a product that they could use. That's exactly what he said. He's like, I don't believe that this is a product that would get them excited to want to buy the product. It's really good, but it's for a different demographics. It's for a younger crowd, because his crowd was like 40s, 35-year-old, and mainly up to 60-year-old. It was an older crowd, and he said, I just don't think that they're clued in enough for them to really grasp what you're going to share with them. But this is what I'll do for you. I don't want you to pitch from stage anything. I don't want you to sell a product. Just get up there and just offer valuable content. Just share with them some really great nuggets that they'll teach them about branding and about video marketing and about video. So now I'm disappointed a little bit. I'm saying to myself, I just flew across from Florida all the way up to California to get this powerful speaking spot, and now I can't even share my product. And by the way, my speaking time went from an hour down to 30 minutes. And so my friend Joe was like, look, Maurice, I'm sorry about that, but bro, this is the way it is. So just go ahead and tell people to come to the back of the room, and then we'll pitch them back at the back table. And so I'll be back there. We'll have some laptops open so they can buy the product at the back table. But, I guess you can't pitch it from the stage. I'm like, oh, all right, no problem. So I created my PowerPoint. And this is some key elements. Make sure you get your notepad and your pen out. This is what I did. I structured the PowerPoint in such a way, and my pitch was so strong. This is what I did. At the end of my 30 minutes, right, my 30 minutes is over, I had the room. Check this out. This was my closing statement. This was my closing statement. Who here in this room, it was genius. Who here in this room would love to get 99% off of a product that I'm about to share with you? And I looked around the room and everybody raised their hand. I said 99% off. Now, when you say 99% off, that sounds like crazy, right? 99% off. And so they're freaking out. Or was it 99% or 90%? I think 90%. Sorry. I think 90%. Sorry about that. It was not 99%. It was 90% off. I said, who here would like to get 90% off of the price, that the value of what I'm going to share with you? And I'm telling you, the whole entire room lit up. Now, mind you, check this out. I couldn't pitch from the stage my product. I couldn't give them a full presentation. I had to cut it down to half the time. Not only that, I was also up against the fact that the person that was running the event said that this was a demographics that would not buy my product. So in my mind, he was setting up me for failure, because if I don't believe that my product is valuable to them, how am I going to pitch it effectively, right? And so that's where, so he's setting me up for failure, saying, look, I don't believe my crowd will buy it. And the fact that they bought products all weekend. I was the last speaker. They already spent all their money because they bought products Friday, Saturday. I was the last speaker on Sunday at the very end. I'm not even joking to you. When I said, for you to find out the power of this product and service, what I'm offering you for a 90% discount, in order for you to see all this, what you need to do is you need to go back to the back table right now. I'm not even joking to you. When I did that, it was pandemonium. The whole entire crowd of 70 people was swarming the back table. They almost knocked over the laptops. It was nuts. My friend could not believe it. He's like, oh my gosh. They were such in a buying frenzy that he had his books piled up on the desk right there. People were buying his books. They were like, "Oh my gosh, how much are these books? I want the." We didn't even tell them about the books. We didn't even try to pitch them. He sold like 15 to 20 books just because there was a frenzy at the back room. I ended up selling 13 packages of $500, which I made $6,000 that weekend in one 30 minutes. $6,000 with no experience of pitching a product. Where, like I said, the guy saying that I can't share my product, that his crowd is not going to buy it. I'm the last speaker. They've already spent all their money, right? All these obstacles, and I still had a crazy closing ratio in the room. When you do the math, with 70 people, 60 to 70 people, and 13 people buy, on one pitch, that is huge closing ratio. When I talk to public speakers, I like, that's phenomenal. And so, what was the principles in that pitch that I shared that I want to share with you right now that created that frenzy? Well, first of all, I created so much value and benefit for them, and I created so much belief that this product was going to transform their business. That was number one, value, and that I created the belief that if they got this product, and and check this out, watch this. I showed them a need that they didn't even think they had. I showed them a need that they didn't even think they had, and then I brought the credibility of what this product has done for many people before. So let me share with you. Okay, so here it is. I created so much value. I said 90% off the value, and it was truly 90% off the value. Now, would I ever sell it for that? No. But there are clients, celebrities that would have bought that product for the retail price that I could have sold it for. But just selling it to average people, they couldn't afford it. So I said 90% off. So they saw the value that it was truly, that I was giving them 90% off. So the value was through the roof, right? Then I said to them that if they don't get it at this event, they will never get it at this price ever again. So I created a fear of loss. So that's another thing that you want to put in your pitch when you're pitching somebody. So I created a fear of loss. The next thing that I created for them is a belief that if they got the product, it would change their life. And so when you couple all that, the credibility that the product really works, that other people have used it, the fear of loss that the product is going to go up if they don't get it, create the value that 90% off, that they know that they got to steal. They got to feel like they're an idiot not to get it. You got to make people feel like it's not even wise to not get it. It's so good that if they don't get it, they're missing out so big, right? So I created that. And now, again, I didn't manipulate them. The product was absolutely something that could transform their business if they applied it and used it effectively the right way. So that was another experience that I had. Another experience that I had in business was literally the business that I'm involved with right now. And so I'm taking you from my different graduations, if you will, in my experience of being able to effectively share a business or share a product. What did I do in this business that blew this business out of the water? How did I generate over 7,000 people on my team in under 90 days? And I did not, listen to this, I didn't have a list. I had no list. I didn't have a team in another company that I migrated over. I built it 100% organically and built it to 7,000 people. How did I do that? This is how. First of all, if you hear I'm going to share with you basically what I did, and then I'm going to share with you the elements within what I did and the lingo, the terminologies that I used, the way I shared it, my conviction behind the words that I shared. The very first thing I did was I always practice. Okay, so now you want to write this down. I always practice. Now, what do I mean by always practicing? I don't sit in my room and I keep on practicing. Now, if you need to do that, you do that. The very first time, back in 1999, when I got into the home-based business industry, okay? And at the time, I was 19 years old. Some guy told me, Maurice, check this out. There's e-commerce that's hitting the internet. You've got to become an internet millionaire. I can show you how to sell products on the internet, but you got to join a company called Quickstar. And if anybody knows what Quickstar is, it's basically a company that's called Quickstar, okay? But then the products that they had inside of the company was Amway products. So you can imagine people were like this. But I didn't know. I'm 19 years old. I'm ignorant. I'm naive. So here I am trying to get into a home-based business thinking that, e-commerce is the future and all this stuff. And what ended up happening is this is what I did. I had no support at all. Just so you know, everybody that I was working with that was in Quickstar was up in New York. I was by myself down here in South Florida at 19 years old, just out of high school, starting to do murals, and I was doing this on the side as a home-based business on the side, right? I didn't have I'll just end the story as far as this. I never had success in that company, right? 2 years, busted my butt, did whatever I could to make money, and I never had success. But this is what I did learn. It was the school of hard knocks. I applied myself. I learned. I went to all the conventions. I went to all the conventions. I read all the books. I listened to all the products and services from, I learned from their tapes. At the time, they had cassette tapes, CDs. I bought, and basically, instead of going to college, I spent hundreds, even thousands of dollars on mindset and changing the way I think. And even though I never had success in that company, and the most I ever made in a month period was $130, and I said to myself, I would never, ever get involved in a networking company ever again because I was so disappointed. I felt like I wasted 2 years of my life. Nothing is a waste. Everything is a stepping stone. Right now, your life is a stepping stone for the next 5 years, 10 years of your life. So what did I do in that company that transformed the way I'm doing business right now? Well, there was a guy he transformed the way I'm doing business right now. Well, there was a guy he presented the business so amazing. He was phenomenal. So what I did is I created a recorder, right? I brought a recorder and I said, can you show me exactly what you say? Exactly to the T. Just do that for me. And because he was already successful, I recorded it. Then he showed me on the piece of paper exactly how he he draws it out, how the business is. So I said, can you give that to me? And this is what I did. I practiced, and I pitched it identical to him, word for word. Now, why am I sharing with you that? I was not being him. What I was doing is there were certain words that he was saying that was compelling people to buy the product. There were certain things but I didn't know it at the time. I didn't know the psychology behind what he was saying. All I knew is I needed to copy him because if he got those results and I say the same thing, I would get those results. And so I started, obviously referring people, and I started getting customers and stuff. But what I learned is that the art of creating the presentation, the art of the pitch, that's what I learned there. But years later, fast forward to now, I've taken that same principle, and instead of me drawing it all out and writing exactly what I'm going to say out, this is what I've learned because it's become second nature. I've presented so many times in front of a crowd, in front of a room, that what I do, this is what I do, and this is another principle. Write this down. If you need to pause the video, you need to write this down, is I find the highlights, the highest and most powerful points that this business or this product has to offer that's going to help benefit that person. I find that out. So what I do is I dissect the business and I dissect the product. And I learn what I believe whoever I'm talking to is absolutely going to be blown away. By the time I'm done talking to them, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I've got to do this. I've got to do it. This is so good. Because when I'm doing it, I'm giving them so much golden nuggets. I'm presenting it in such a way that they're like, man, I'd be an idiot if I don't move forward. And so let me share with you what I did with this company and how I did it. I talked to the owner at the time, and he said, this is what I got. I got this, 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 and this. So then I take my past experience, and I'm like, okay, based on everything else in the marketplace, because you can't just pitch anything. Right? I can't just because I want to sell something doesn't mean I'm going to be successful. Even though I might be the best person at pitching, even though I might believe in the product, if the marketplace, if the competition is so fierce and the marketplace, no one wants it, it doesn't matter how good it is. You need to be able to identify. That's another key element, is identify what it is that people need and what they want, and will they buy it? Will they buy into it? If you present it the right way, will people flock to it? Like, will it cause a viral growth? And so when the owner, because that's what this guy did, he got me on the phone with the owner with this company that I'm currently with, and he told me what he had, and I was blown away because I compared it to all the other businesses that I've been exposed to over the 5 years of being full time working from home. I was like, okay, this is different. This is different. This is unique. This has never been done before. And so what I did was I compiled all these awesome points, these really crazy highlighted points that I believe that if I shared it, I could get people involved like this. Easy. It'd be an easy thing. And so these were the elements. And so this is what you want to write down. So if you're in this business that I'm talking about, you'll relate. If you're not, then apply this to whatever business you're doing. But this is what I figured out. The company that we're involved in is $49.95. So I felt, to me, for somebody to be in a business for themselves, working from home, they could afford that. Now, mind you, the company before this that I was involved with, let me tell you, the company before this that I was involved with was $2,000 to get involved in. And I grew that company to where they did tens of millions of dollars in sales from a $2,000 product. So this can apply to something that's $50, and this can apply to something that's $2,000. And I want to share a quick story, a little rabbit trail for a second here. Let's rewind a little bit back to where you remember I was selling my video product, right? I was selling my video product to the world and to to businesses. Check this out. I literally was able to pitch my video product and to build a business, build a brand for a company, and I was able to pitch it. And I was within 1 hour, someone wrote a check for $40,000, just like that. Talk about a big ticket item sale. So I created the presentation, I created the pitch, and I did that in a matter of 3 months, or 5 months. I sold 2 packages of $40,000 each package. How was I able to do that? Again, it's creating the value, making the person on the other end, transferring your belief and your conviction to them. Why did I mention this? And why did I go back to when I was doing video branding and marketing and selling that? Because I want you to know that the principles apply to whether you're marketing a $50 product or you're marketing a $40,000 or $50,000 product. So I could apply these principles, and you can apply these principles across the board. So I've gone from marketing products that were $50,000 per sale down to $50 right now that I'm talking. Okay, so this was the key elements with this business that I saw, that I felt I had the conviction that I know that I could help a lot of people have success, and money would not be an issue for $50. They get started for $49.95. The next thing was the products and services that they offer. Each of the products and services that this company offers was in 3 different industries. One industry is $1 billion industry, the second industry is $1 billion industry, and the third industry is $1 trillion industry. And if you took just each of those industries by themselves, you can build a business into the hundreds of millions of dollars, and because companies have already done that. So I looked back, and I'm like, okay, it's proven that this business model works. And most people, to get just one of those industries or one of those companies, it would end up costing them $500 to get started as a business owner. And here, they can get it for $40. Get 3 in 1. 3 industries, 3 companies inside of one business for $50. Bam. That was another key element and a key point for me that I believe that could market it. So if you're in our team and you're on in our company, that you need to know these things. You need to be able to identify what you're sitting on, because you could be here. You could have partnered with us, 60 days ago, 30 days ago, and still not know what you have in your hands, right? Okay, so that was important. You need to know, again, you need to identify all the hot points in your product or in your service that you're marketing and be able to know how to effectively communicate that. So 1 was the $50 that got my attention. 2, 3 industries in 1. 3, the compensation plan, insane, meaning that you could literally have sold a very little bit amount of product and make a lot of money. Little product, a lot of money. Most companies, you got to sell a lot of product to make a little bit of money. So this company is reversed. Sell a little bit, make a lot. Market a little bit, make a lot. Share with people a little bit, make a lot. And so I'm like, wow, not only am I going to have a chance this time to make a lot of money like I've done before in the past, but now I believe and I feel comfortable and confident that average people that have never had success, they too can make a lot of money. $50, 3 industries in 1. If they don't like one of the industries, they can market the other one. Very little bit amount of volume. You don't have to sell a lot. You don't have to market a lot. And yet you can still make a lot of money because they pay out more money than any other company based on the products and services that are sold. So those were all the convictions that I had, and my belief was through the roof. And the more I believe in something, the more I can market it. The more you believe in something, the more you can market it so effectively, it's insane. Okay, so that's another principle that you need to know, is that the more you believe in something, the more effective you are at marketing it and building it. Okay, so that was 1. 2, knowing your highlights, finding out the highlighted points. So if somebody comes to you and say, okay, what is the benefit of this business? Like, what separates this business from any other company in the entire industry right now? You need to be able to say it like that. This, and this. You need to be able to compare apples to apples and say, listen, don't you see that this is a no-brainer? Can't you see that? That's how we present. My buddy Sal and I, Sal Leto, awesome guy, moved all the way down from California down here to South Florida. He by himself has built huge businesses. I by myself have built huge businesses. However, when we've joined forces and we build a team together where he's building, he's creating content, I'm creating content, well, guess what? When you take 2 people that are powerful at, 1, they build, they have confidence in themselves. 2, they believe in the product and service. And 3, we could run together. You'll always have greater success running together with somebody than by yourself. Even though you can do it by yourself, you really can. You'll always have greater success. It's like, for instance, if Sal and I were to go business to business, hypothetically, which we're not, we're building this business online, but if we're to go to business, it would be a lot more powerful for us to walk in there together than for us to walk one by one, because this is why. What happens is he, either him or myself, I could position him as more of an expert than me, or he could position me as more of an expert than him. And so when we go into, let's say, a business, or we're talking to somebody and we're talking to a company and we're trying to present one of the products or services that we have, he needs to be able to say, if he is talking, he needs to edify me so much, or I need to edify him based on when we walk into business, that when that person comes up with some objections or comes up with some ideas, he can transfer it to me. And then I could deal with it, or I could transfer it to him. It's almost like this. Have you ever wanted to buy a car cash or buy some kind of product where you saw on Craigslist or something, and instead of you going by yourself, you went with somebody else? Think about this. Every time, like my brother, he'll take me, like he wanted to buy a part for his motorcycle, he wanted to buy something for, he wanted to buy a car, whatever. We go together and choose. Why? Because this is what happens. It's a negotiation technique. When we're in front of the guy and we're talking about buying, what happens is I have $100 or $200 in my pocket. My brother wants to sell, or he wants to buy a product at a certain price for more than what he has in his pocket. At the worst case scenario, but he doesn't want to have to do that. So guess what he does? And we've been doing this for years. This is how we do it, right? So he goes up to the guy. He's negotiating. He's like, look, man, all I have in my pocket on me right now is this amount. That's all I've got on me, which is the truth. He's not lying. It's a negotiation strategy, right? And he's like, look, man, I'm willing to pay cash right now, give you cash money. You don't have to worry about trying to see. Look, check this out. This is another principle. Write this down. And these nuggets are coming to me because this is all unscripted, organic, what I'm sharing with you based on my experience. He's sharing and he's pitching the reason why this guy should sell it to him. Watch this. He's saying, look, it's not just what you say, but you've got, oh man, this is awesome. You've got to paint a picture. People see pictures. They don't see words. So you've got to paint this elaborate, amazing picture for people. And that's another reason why they're going to purchase from you or they're going to partner with you, because you paint pictures. Let's continue this thought process. If my brother says like this, check this out. I'm giving you cash right now. You don't have to worry anymore about another guy from Craigslist coming here, wasting your time. You've got the money in your hand and you can go on with your day. How powerful is that? The guy has a need. He's trying to sell something. He needs cash right now. So my brother is selling him on the idea, like, look, let me buy it for this price. This is what I've got on me. And let me paint this amazing picture for you. You sell it to me right now. This is how it's going to solve your problem. You're not going to have to deal with phone calls anymore of tire kickers that are going to come here and waste your time. And who knows if you're even going to sell it. I might be the last person that's giving you the best possible price because, heck, tomorrow you try to sell it for the price that you want and you may never sell it. So you position yourself. Now, I taught him that, right? And he's learned that from me, and that's why he brings me. But now let's say that guy says, look, man, I can't do it for that price. Hey, Maurice, can I borrow some money from you? You got any extra money on you? Boom, I pull out the money and I give it to him. And so the 2x2 is always really powerful. So what did you learn right here in this principle? One is going 2x2. If you have a partner, not necessarily partnered up in one position in a company or, getting an LLC and partnering. I'm saying where you hold each other accountable, you build the business together. It's going to help you build this business. It's going to keep you guys fired up. When one person is down, another person is up. So having somebody next to you, a business, whether it's your spouse or friend, that's very important. I've done it for years without it. Sal has done it for years without it. We've had tremendous success apart from each other. But heck, we joined forces. Look at what we've done in the last 90 days, right? I mean, it's insane the amount of volume and how many people, how many lives we've changed together, and we'll continue to change. So that's another principle, is that you got to be able to learn how to paint a picture. Let's go back to the Eskimo scenario. In the beginning of this webinar in this Google Hangout, I said that I am not going to teach you how to sell ice to an Eskimo. That's bull. That's horrible. That is junk. I don't endorse selling ice to Eskimos. And I know that's a saying in sales. Oh man, I've got a friend that can sell ice to Eskimos. You know why people hate salespeople? Because of that statement right there. Because you're selling something to somebody that doesn't need it. This guy, an Eskimo, is freezing, and here you are trying to sell him ice. That is so messed up. That is messed up. You need to sell him hot chocolate, some hot coffee, hot tea. That's what you need to sell him. You don't need to sell him ice. So I'm not going to teach you how to sell something to somebody that they don't need it. Forget that. That's manipulation, and that is wrong. But I'm going to teach you, and what you're learning here is how to market, how to refer people, how to share something with somebody that's absolutely going to change their life because you find a felt need, you find a need that they have, and you share that you have a solution for that need. So let's talk to you about this Eskimo scenario. This Eskimo's out there, he's freezing in the cold, and you've got all these people pitching him on hot chocolate, and this is all from my head right now. Hot chocolate, hot tea, and hot coffee, right? And what is going to get you to be able to have him buy that hot chocolate or that hot tea or whatever from you versus all the other people selling it, trying to sell him it? Okay, new principles here. Write this down. And I'm telling you, if you're getting valuable information right now, go on the Facebook page. Make sure you share the valuable information in the groups. Put it on my Facebook wall because people need to know that the masterminds that we have here with us, that we give free value all the time, every Tuesday night. People need to know that we're giving away free value every Tuesday. So check this out. So now there's an Eskimo right now. You're trying to pitch an Eskimo. How do you pitch an Eskimo to buy your hot chocolate or your hot tea from you versus someone else? You paint him a picture. One, you paint him a picture. Two, you relate to him. Okay, here's some new principles, right? Some more principles. Listen, man, you're out here in the cold. You probably haven't had hot chocolate or a hot drink in a long time. Now, think about this. Your wife and your spouse is going to be so excited, and your children, when you go ahead and you buy from me this amazing hot chocolate, because think about what this is going to do. It's going to help your marriage out. How is it going to help your marriage? Because your wife has been freezing for many months, and here you are, you're bringing her something, and you're thinking about her over and above her. She never even asked you for anything, and here you are, you're going to come there, you're going to say, listen, honey, I love you so much that I literally went out and I got you some hot chocolate for you and the kids. And so what you do is you paint him a picture. What is his need? His need is to get closer to his wife and to who knows if he's been in an argument, whatever. He's cold. His wife, his family's cold. So now you paint. Now, mind you, I could have obviously came up with a way better Kids are going to love you. They're going to be so thankful. You know, imagine what it's going to feel like as that warm, hot chocolate goes down in your esophagus, right? It goes down your throat and warms your whole entire body. And you guys are going to be able to snuggle together on the couch, watch some TV. You see how I painted a picture? I just didn't say, hey, man, you know, I got the best hot chocolate. Buy it for me. Anytime you're presenting a product or service, you've got to paint it in pictures. That's what I do. When I share anything I share, any type of business I share, we paint pictures. And why can I paint a picture so good? Because I take the principles of my mural painting career. I'm a visual person. Okay, that's one. Secondly, you need to build rapport. Why is that guy going to buy? Why is that Eskimo going to buy that hot chocolate from you and buy the product or partner with you versus anyone else? Because you build rapport. You make him get to like you, know you, and trust you as fast as possible. Once you get people to like you, know you, and trust you, they'll buy from you. They'll buy through you because you're likable. You're not a creep. You know, you've proven yourself to them. You've offered value. And because you've done that over a consistent period of time, they're going to be loyal and they're going to follow you no matter what. And that's what you build. That's how you build a loyal fan base or a loyal following, is by offering valuable to get people to like you, know, and trust you. And that's building rapport. The other thing that I want you to know is that when you're talking to somebody, let's say you're one-on-one with somebody, and this is called mirroring. And this is another principle that I'm sharing with you right now. If you're talking one-on-one with somebody, you want to mirror what they do. When you're talking on the phone with somebody, you want to mirror what they do when you're sharing a business with them. When you're sharing a product, you're trying to market with them. What do I mean by mirror? Check this out. Let's say right now, you and I are busy talking. Same thing as you. Let's say you go like this, and you move forward. Guess what? After a few seconds, maybe 5, 10, 20 seconds, I'm going to move forward. Let's say you move back, and you go like this, and you cross your arms. Instead of me moving forward, that's what most people would do. You mirror them. You go like this. You cross your arms, but you do it not where it's so obvious, but you mirror them. If they're real aggressive and they're talking to you with a harsh tone, and they're coming at you, guess what? You come at them strong. If they come at you laid back and they're very soft-spoken, they're speaking to you very laid back, you're laid back. Whatever they do, you mimic. When you meet people and you shake their hand, right? You shake their hand. If you mimic however hard they shake their hand. So if they shake it average, you shake it average. If they shake it hard, you shake it hard. You literally can feel as you're shaking their hand, you mimic it. And you slightly shake their hand a tad little harder, just slightly. Because what that does is it shares your confidence in who you are. Now, if they give you a wet fish, man, you better So if they go and they give you a wet fish, shake their hand as an average, right? So you go from average to strong. If they go and they give you a strong handshake, you give them a strong handshake. And you give them a little stronger, tighter feel. Now, do not crush that person's hand, because now you've hurt your rapport. But my point is mirroring is so powerful in getting someone to like you, know you, and trust you very quickly on a subconscious level. Okay, on a subconscious level. So this is what I want to leave you with on this amazing webinar and this Google Hangout. I want to leave you with this, and it's really important that you understand this. Sal and I put together a powerful video, and I want you to dissect that video. Okay, I'm going to give you a really cool task to do. If you're on our team and you see that new video that we put out that's 7 minutes long, that's already going viral, we got over 1,000 views in the last 24 hours, I want you to look at that video again, and I want you to literally in the groups, I want you to write what are the key elements, the hot points that we shared in that video that's causing that video to create so much belief in people that they can have success. Because that's what Sal and I do. What we do is we find the highlighted points, we put them down on paper, and we go strong. And we have conviction behind what we share and what we say. And when you do that, I'm telling you, you could become the most powerful entrepreneur that you've ever become because of the few elements and principles that I shared over the last period of time that I've had with you. And so I don't, some of the stuff I don't even remember what I said, obviously, because, I shared it all organically with you. There's no script in front of me. I didn't create a PowerPoint. What I wanted to do was I wanted to share my own personal experience, that that it's coming from my heart, that it's coming from my head, that that what I shared with you is real, it's authentic, and it works. Because, I was able to sell, thousands of dollars, make thousands of dollars a day. I was able to sell millions of dollars in products and services, and tens of millions. And why is that? I was able to sell literally a product for $40,000 all the way down to $50. And how am I able to do that? Because of the few principles and the elements that I shared in this. So what you want to do is you're going to want to watch this over again, and you're going to want to write down all the different strategies, all the different principles, and you need to learn this stuff and ingrain it in your heart. And what we're going to do is I want you to know, if you're a guest watching this or someone invited you, what you need to do is you need to get back to the person that shared this training with you, this free training. We didn't charge for this, and this could have been charged. We could have charged $99 for this, or $49 or $29, whatever. But we gave you valuable content for free. Why? Because I want the people to become successful that are around me. I want to attract people that want success. I don't want to attract people that are lazy. I don't want to attract people that want something for nothing. I want to attract people that are hungry, ready to learn, and apply the principles that we're sharing. And that's why I'm willing to offer this for done that for me. So if you love what you heard tonight, if you love the fact that we're a group of masterminds, a group of entrepreneurs that truly care for people's success, offering free value all the time, and you want to get access to our archives of valuable content, you want to get access to our marketing and training systems and platforms to help build you and your business and your team, and to help you become more powerful as a business person. Let me tell you, the more you apply these strategies that I'm sharing with you, the more you apply internet marketing strategies that we have, the more you apply that, the more you know, the more you become valuable in the marketplace, where people literally flock to you and want to pay you tens of thousands of dollars for what's in your mind. Why is that? Because everyone else in the marketplace doesn't know what you know, and so they're going to pay you a lot of money to get that out of your head. And so that's what we're giving to you. We're literally pouring into relegends.net, which is, we've created a group, a community of legends, and it's a movement. It's going viral. It's literally a group of people that a culture. We're creating a culture about relationships and helping people, really authentically helping people, that we truly care for people and care for their success. And that's why we give away this platform for free, as long as you partner with us and what we're doing. We're going to give you all this training for free, and you can come back every Tuesday and get free training. Get your teams, get your people to get free training, and every single Tuesday night. I'm so excited to share this information with you. It's an honor. Let me tell you this. It's an honor. It's a privilege for me to literally take what I've learned over all this period of time, and for me to invest it and give it to you. I feel very good about doing that, because I feel that I'm contributing to the world, I'm contributing to society, and I'm contributing to people's lives and putting money onto their tables and helping them change and transform their financial situation. So again, it's my honor to serve you and serve the community. I'm looking forward to connecting with you again. And, if we're ever doing live events, make sure you come see me in person, shake my hand. I'd like to get to know you. We're doing these Google Hangouts every Tuesday night. And my name is Maurice Katz. You partner with us. We're authentic. We're real. We care about you, and we care about your success. Looking forward to partnering with you, and looking forward for you to join the community. And we'll talk to you soon. God bless you. Have a great night.